Carmel kids, it's Alyssa Miller again from Bangkok, Thailand. And last week I enjoyed getting to introduce you to a province in Thailand called Loei. And this week I get to share with you about the food that they eat and that they grow in Loei, Thailand. So the family that I stayed with, they cooked a lot of their curries and soups in these big pots called Bao Din Pao. It just means terracotta pots. But as you can see, they have to heat up the coals first and then put them in the terracotta pot so that the big cooking pot on top can get nice and hot. In these pictures, they were cooking a noodle soup dish with potatoes inside and chicken. And can you see the brown chunks of food on top of this picture? Can any of you guess what that might be? Well, I'm guessing none of you did because I never would have guessed it, but it's actually congealed chicken blood. So here in Thailand, the Thai people don't like to waste any part of the animal, so they try to eat as much of it as they can. I remember one time I ordered chicken noodle soup, and I was even served a chicken foot in my soup. Have you kids ever tried eating a chicken foot? It's quite difficult. I can tell you there's not really a lot of meat on the bone, and you're just kind of chewing on the foot for the collagen. So that was a brand new experience for me. Another cool thing that I experienced while I was up in Loei was eating extremely fresh fish. So on my friend's land, they have a little pond stocked full of fish, and they also have a little structure with a roof so you can rest there and eat right at the pond. So my friend Nam and her dad and uncle, they went fishing in the pond. Then Nam's mom prepared the fish and her cousin cooked it on this little grill over the Thao Din Pao, which was the terracotta pot. Then they served up the entire fish to us. Has your mom or dad ever served you fish like this with the whole body intact? I remember the first time I was served a fish like this after I moved to Thailand. I had a hard time eating the fish because it kind of creeped me out a little bit. But back then, as long as the fish wasn't looking at me, I felt okay to eat it. But now I know that the fish is delicious, so I'm okay eating it when it's served whole. But here in this picture, as you can see, the fish was served alongside this dish called somtam, or papaya salad. Now, this is a very, very popular dish from the Isan region of Thailand. And normally you'll eat it with sticky rice, which you can see Nam's mom preparing right here. On New Year's Eve, Nam's dad and uncle prepared a special meal for us. They got a whole pig and cooked it over some hot coals. In Thai, the dish is called mu han, or sliced pork. So they take the entire pig and cover it in a delicious marinade, and while it's cooking, they'll even continue to rub the marinade over it to keep it moist and very flavorful. Once it was done, they sliced it up and we would eat it with sticky rice. So almost everything from this region is eaten with sticky rice. Also, up in rural Thailand, families don't normally sit at a table to eat dinner. They'll get out these mats and spread them on the ground, and then they'll place the food in the middle of the mat, and we'll all gather around it and eat the meal together. Have you ever eaten your dinner on your family room floor? It's almost like a picnic in your own home. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of my trip to Loei. So, the day before we left, we went all over Nam's family's land and went shopping. The freshest produce section I've ever seen. Now, a lot of people in Loei live off of the land, so they'll plant a lot of different fruits and vegetables and then go pick them and eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So here you can see a banana tree that Nam cut down so we could take them back to Bangkok with us. We also stopped by her chili plants and got some bird's eyes chilies, some red, some green ones. And here you can see papaya. We picked a few of those and then we went on and you can see we got some green onions. We got to just pull them right up from the ground. It Might be a little hard to see here, but in this picture you can see the brown little fruit. It's called tamarind. It's a very sweet fruit and popular in this region of Thailand. And this last video is sped up a little bit, but Nam is chopping down a sugarcane stalk for us to eat. Now, from far away, these stalks almost look like a bunch of corn, but you can chop down the sugarcane and just chew on the stalk, and it's very sweet because it's sugar. So, after all that hard work of picking our fresh fruits and vegetables, we deserved a bit of a sweet treat. Well, thank you for letting me share with you about some of the foods in Loei, Thailand, and I hope that one day in the future that you may be able to come visit me in Thailand and try some of these foods with me.